All right, so we can begin. I want to thank everyone for hopping on the Zoom this morning or joining in person for those who are at the various locations. Let's okay, yeah, because right now the only ones not muted are the Fenton office and myself at the Brighton office. Let's quickly introduce the three offices. My name is Jordan. I'm running it here at the Brighton location.
Yeah, so I'm Rob. I'm running it down here in Ann Arbor with all of my RE/MAX Ann Arbor agents that you see behind me.
Oh my goodness.
That's your cue, Autumn.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was talking to somebody else. I'm Autumn from Fenton and Grand Blanc, and we have quite a few agents here with us. You just can't see them on camera.
Wonderful, because yeah, we have it looks to be about 9 who have joined us on Zoom, got several in. We had about 25 to 30 sign up, which is a fantastic registration amount. And so yeah, I mean, you know, as a RE/MAX family, we're going to be trying to do this together over the coming couple months. And it should provide benefit to our businesses that help us go into the spring market with some momentum. And so for those who don't really know, we are doing the SLAM program through the Workman Success Systems. And so right now we're going to make sure that everybody knows where to go to access the content that's online. And then, because in addition to online, I'll be emailing out some homework and paperwork to do in between the classes, but you know, some of it is also going to be, you gotta log in and watch videos and do some of the content there. So I'm gonna share my screen. All right, so those who received the email yesterday, down here is the link that you're going to need to access, and I recommend you bookmark it on your computer because it will take you where we need to begin. So if you never registered or anything, it is connected. You have access because you're a RE/MAX agent. And so you can create your account by filling this out here. You have to select your office, RE/MAX Platinum. And so if you've not yet done so, that's what you would need to do. Once you have done so, then yeah, just clicking the login. I actually have it connected to my Gmail. More people have joined the waiting room. Hold on. And so when you get into the system, we have all these different courses that are available to us for free because we are RE/MAX agents. The one that we are going to be doing together is the Seller Listing Agent Mastery program. And so
why am I up there?
oh, can you mute yourself, Kathy?
Yeah, what am I doing here? I'm just, hold on.
I think you clicked on the Zoom link rather than the Workman link from the email.
And I also,
So what we're going to be doing is, yeah, this whole program here, the Seller Listing Agent Mastery, and it's a 6-section program. That's the current version. The old version, it was an 11-week course, but they have just modified it and updated it to make it a little bit more condensed to 6 sections. I'm getting feedback on the CY.
Is it for me? You gotta check and see. I'm busy.
Thank you. Yeah. Sorry. All right, and so when you access this point here, I mean, this is really where the course is. It is very user-friendly to get through. It's just a step-by-step. Each little section has a couple different components to it. And as you do it, you'll see the check marks, acknowledging your progress along the way. We together right now are going to watch the very first video in this welcome section, which is list to last. I guess I'll read the description. So our seller listing agent mastery program is designed to help you become a true master of generating and closing more listings. Congratulations for investing in yourself and making this next step in your real estate future. Register for weekly coaching role play calls. Down here, I might as well show you. You have these additional resources in each section. And so for this, in this very first welcome section even, they have the access to the weekly role play coaching session, which is every Thursday at noon Eastern time. So for instance, next Thursday at 12 o'clock, you could register in order to participate in that coaching session. Rob, do you want to take a quick sec to say, because I believe you mentioned you had sat in on one of these before?
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to repeat that.
Did you say that, I thought you had mentioned possibly that you've done one of these coaching sessions, is that right?
So I've done the coaching sessions. What they do is it's groups of agents across the country. They get together and they talk about their ideas. The one that I attended was that format, and I actually learned a lot from that coaching session. It was pretty great.
And I imagine this time of year, these coaching sessions should be pretty well attended and even more fruitful than maybe during like the summer when people are busier and don't have as much time to focus on building their skills. So that's
The
something to
role
keep in mind.
session, it's down onto the side. It has two like masks on it. Yeah, weekly coaching role play call.
Oh, this thing, let's see it, let's see it. So great.
So that's this first section, or in the welcome section, you do have that resource already. So let's go now to list to last, which is the welcome video. Because Verl Workman, this is his program, and for those who have never seen or heard his stuff before, you get to meet him here for the first time.
Hi, Burl Workman here, CEO of Workman Success Systems, and I want to say welcome to SLAM. This is our Seller Listing Agent Mastery Program, and it's designed to help you become a true master of generating and closing more listings. Congratulations for investing in yourself and making this next step in your real estate future. Now that you've made the first investment, you've spent some money, I encourage you to make the second one. Wait a minute, there's a second investment? That's right. The second investment is more important than the first one. It's the investment of time. You see, if you make the second investment, time, you're going to find that your first investment, money, will pay back huge dividends. You'll need to invest the time to watch all the videos, time to download and create the marketing presentations, the system, and of course, time to prospect for more listings. You got to add time to incorporate the listing and selling plans that will be shared with you during the SLAM program into your business. I promise you that as you make that second investment, time, you will find a much greater return on your first investment, and you will thrive in any real estate market. You've heard it said that you must list to last. Well, the truth is that in most markets, those who control the listings never go hungry. So why is that? You see, when you have one listing, you have all the agents and brokers with buyers working to sell your home. It's like having this massive sales force out there that you don't have to pay unless they bring a ready, willing, and able buyer to your home that actually buys the house you have listed. You see, controlling the listing is like having an army. On the other hand, when you work with a buyer, you're competing with all the other agents and brokers that have buyers in that price range for a single house. Obtaining a listing should only take you 2 or 3 hours. As you know, buyers can take as many as 15 to 20 hours of showing homes to actually get them under contract. When you list a home, what happens is it creates an abundance of opportunities to market the home as well as market yourself. This marketing, when done correctly, should generate 1.5 buy-side closings. So as a result of your single listings, you should now have 2.5 total transactions. As you go through SLAM, you're going to learn not only how to list, but you're going to learn and discover the inside secrets and systems used by some of the most successful listing agents on the planet that will allow you to take your listing inventory to the next level, and it's going to allow you to serve your family for years to come. SLAM, the Seller Listing Agent Mastery Program, was created for today's real estate agents, listing partners, brokers, and teams that have a desire to dominate and control the listings in their market. During this program, we're going to share with you systems, strategies, scripts, listing systems, marketing that really works, and a lot more. So buckle up and let's get ready to list some houses. SLAM is truly the ultimate listing system that takes average listers and transform them into truly exceptional listing machines. As you go through the program, make sure that you're familiar with the tools that are going to be linked to these videos, because before you get through the program, you're going to find yourself in a situation where you need one or more of these tools. So I encourage you to look through the links, download the documents to a file on your computer so that you know how to access them when needed. Don't take shortcuts and don't just get the stuff. The key to becoming a super listing agent is to understand the ideas, the thought process, philosophies that are all taught in the program. The closer you follow the system, the faster you'll have success. So I encourage you, watch all the videos once, then go back, watch them again and again until you've built your actual listing system. It's all about systems. Systems, systems, systems. Anything you do 3 times in your business should be a system. Having great systems are the key to success. The better your systems, the more predictable your business and the more predictable your income will be. So whether it's prospecting, listing, or closing, these activities should be duplicated daily. So creating systems around them will make them not only easier to do, but it'll increase your likelihood of doing things right. As a matter of fact, if you want to hire a listing partner or a buyer's agent and have the ability to provide the highest level of service to your clients so that they feel just as good working with a team member as they do with working with you, then you must create systems to deliver that same level of service. As you go through SLAM, you're not only being taught a great system, you're giving the tools to build your own listing systems, one that will pay you huge dividends for the rest of your career in real estate. You know, it's difficult to follow 2 masters. So we recommend that you build your systems based on the proven formulas that are shared in SLAM. Then personalize the content to fit your style and your personality. 90% SLAM because they're proven systems, 10% customization for you and your market. The rest should be a plug-and-play system. As I mentioned before, we're going to be giving you some great tools. So in this video, you'll be provided with a script book, which provides a whole bunch of useful scripts that you'll be able to use in a variety of different scenarios. But in addition to the script book that's attached right here to this video, throughout the entire program, we're going to be providing these links to documents to download. The links and attachments are in the section below each video. Some documents will be PDFs, others will be Google Docs or Google Sheets or other file types. To download the document, just click on the document name in the attachment section. The document will then open up in your browser. If the document is a Google Sheet, you will notice it's in view only mode. To save the document to your drive, you'll select File, then make a copy. And then in the name box, delete the copy from the document title. To select the folder location, you will select the folder box. Identify the folder you'd like to save the document in. Look, if you need to create a new folder, select the folder with a plus sign, and create a new folder name. You'll repeat this process anytime you download the attached documents. The systems in SLAM are currently being used by agents who are closing from 50 to over 400 listings a year. From sea to shining sea, some of the top agents in the world are killing it with the tools and systems contained right here in the SLAM program. Are you ready? So buckle up, get ready, and let's take it to your next level.
Okay, I want to jump in here for a second because I've actually taken this course. Jordan, can you let me share my screen?
Yep.
Okay. You got to give me permission in the
Oh,
share
I'm sorry.
screen.
Okay, which one are you? Start talking again so I can see which one you are. Um, allow, no. I am not a good Zoom host, apparently.
What?
Who,
That's not true.
who would have guessed? I don't know how to give you that capability.
Can I do it now?
I'm not seeing how.
On the share screen, there should be a small little box that has, I think,
Oh.
a tiny little arrow on it. It might allow you to give me permissions.
Jason, share screen, right there.
Okay, all participants can share. Okay. So now you should be able to, I think.
Got it. Cool. All right. Everybody see what I got going on here? So SLAM, to kind of go past what Verl was talking about, for some of us, that video quality was pretty bad. Basically, it sets you up to have systems and processes. So it's putting you in a place where you have a work day, right? Where you actually come into the office, you have habits that you're trying to form, but you're tracking those habits and then giving you the tools that you need to be able to go out there and list houses. So if you look at my screen, there's an action plan available in Google Sheets. There's also the daily success habits tracker. So I'm going to click into this. And it's about coming in every day and doing something and trying to get to a certain level of work. So a phone call is worth 1 point, handwritten notes are worth 2, showing homes is worth 10. And the point of this is to get to 61 points every single day. And you're being taught how to get that through this class. I'm going to jump out of this one. This is just something you could print off for yourself and just, if you don't know what to do during a workday, you sit down, you printed this off, you do that work. And then the rest of this class is showing you how to do these types of things that they're asking you to do, these activities. So you have an income goal sheet. If you attended our class preparing for 2024, Autumn kind of walked everybody through this same scenario where you set up a goal for your incomes for the year. This is another version of that we're going to learn through these next few weeks. Then there's also my favorite, which was also in the class that Autumn, Jordan, and I taught, was the My Perfect Week Scheduler. This is where that came from. This is setting up your week so that you're working correctly, right? So you give yourself time to exercise, you give yourself time to come into the office and work, and you structure yourself. You're organizing yourself to be a very successful realtor using these tools that Verl set up. The reason I like this program as much as I do is, unlike other courses I've taken, we get to the nuts and bolts of how to do things. So scrolling down, you're always told you need a listing presentation, you need a pre-listing presentation. So like the difference is a pre-listing presentation is going to be, you're kind of just pitching who you are. The listing presentation is you're getting into the house, right? You're talking about the house, values, all of that stuff. We talk about that in the industry, but you're never given a guide on how to use that stuff. Well, those things are here. They're sitting right inside of my Google Drive, thanks to Workman. So if I was to jump into the listing presentation, it's in Google Slides, which is a version of, I forget it. Anyway, it's in Google Slides. You can edit this. All of this is editable to yourself. You can change your names, you can put your stuff in here, make it look like you. And then you have a presentation that you can put on a television like this, or you can come with a printed out version of it, and it's an actual presentation about you as a realtor and about the listing. So if you run a real estate team, here's the meet the team section. All of this stuff. So again, you're told to have a listing presentation packet. Now you have one, you just need to edit it to look like you. And that's what Verl was talking about when he said, it's 90% done. You need to spend the 10% of the time to go in here and make it look like you as a realtor. So this course is full of all of that stuff. Obviously, there's a lot of scripts when you're dealing with real estate, and Verl talks about those scripts and studying those scripts. And to myself, a script isn't a guide. Like, I'm not going to read a piece of paper when I'm on a phone call. But if I'm practicing those scripts, then at least I can, using those scripts, I know the direction that I need to go in these phone calls. It's just practicing that kind of stuff. And then lastly, that you're provided, actually nuts and bolts provided to you and is taught in this course is the DISC assessment, which is finding out who you're working with, what kind of person they are. I forget all of what DISC stands for, but I believe that, actually I can just click on it. I have it sitting here. But it's so that you're working with people in the way that they want to be worked with. So it's drive, influence, steadiness, and compliance. These are the types of people that exist in the world. And understanding how someone wants to be communicated with will simply make you a better realtor. You're communicating in their style. And we're taught that through this course. So I just wanted to take a second, jump in, and talk about all the benefits of SLAM. Obviously, moving forward, we're going to talk about the curriculum, how we're going to handle this as a group, how we're going to keep each other accountable to make sure these things are getting done. But yeah, I wanted to take a second to talk about what I found beneficial about running through SLAM before. All right, Jordan, I'm going to shut up now.
All right.
That drive is shared with everybody?
So yeah, so as we go through this program, and so let me go back to sharing my screen. So you're going to be having attachments as you go through the different sections, and those attachments are what you are then going to download to your own Google Drive.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So it's as the course progresses, you're
Yeah.
going to be getting more of them because it's relevant to the work that you're doing that week.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
And so yeah, I mean, all we wanted to make sure everybody is able to do at this point today is log into the system and get to this point of, before section 1, because what we're then going to task you with doing is section 1 over the coming week. So that way then, when we get together next Friday, then everybody should have done all of these things, watched the videos, and we can discuss as a group, our successes and challenges in accomplishing this content. And then we're going to be going to an every other week schedule because, with having 6 sections, each section, it can be, maybe 2 weeks worth of homework and just getting the rhythm down and the habits being formed from it. So we're looking at January 19th to be the next class, and your homework will be to try to do section 1. Now, other than Brandon, did everybody else get an email you did not get one either? Okay, then I'll make sure the patch team gets emails, obviously Bill as well. If you did not get the email with today's Zoom link and all of that, then I want you to reach out to either myself or Rob or Autumn to make sure, because I want to create just a simple email group that because I'll be sending out stuff, or all 3 of us will be sending out stuff to keep us on track with the program. and giving you an idea of what to do in between the meetings. But the whole idea then is most of the work is going to occur on your own in between. And then this is going to be the accountability check-in and the overcoming obstacles portion of it. Because obviously we can't all do the work simultaneously every Friday together. There's just too much to it. So the whole idea is, we're going to be doing it all simultaneously but separate over the next week. We'll do section 1, and then after that it'll go to an every other Friday rotation. So the 19th, and then the 2nd, and then the 16th, then the 1st, then the 15th, and then we'll end on March 29th. Do we have any questions?
Oh, we're doing every other Friday.
Yeah. I had forgotten when I first was putting this on a schedule. I knew that the version 2 was an 11-week program, and so I was trying to have it end at the end of March. And 11 weeks, that would have made sense. But instead, with it being 6 sections, and this way, then you're not as likely to fall behind, because if you get really busy one week and you can't keep up with all the coursework, then if you fall behind, it's difficult to catch up. This way, it should be a little bit more manageable for everybody. So we're hoping to make it easier to comply and just keep up with everyone else, if that makes sense.
Jordan, just to ask a quick question for, so we're meeting next week, right?
Yes.
Does section 1 need to be completed by next week?
Yes.
Okay, all right, just to confirm that. And then also, what I think for the offices, we could do all the print material, maybe each one of us offices have a few packets printed up of the material. So anyone can walk in and grab their packets so that, so that you're not having to waste time printing a bunch of stuff. We can just organize it and print off like 10, and you guys can come grab it from each of one of our offices. Like the daily work habits and all of that stuff, the printable stuff, then you guys can just walk in, grab it, and then do the work as you go.
I think that's a great idea.
Okay.
And then, does the Fenton office, are there any questions from that crowd or comments?
I don't think we have any questions. We're really excited to start.
Okay. And so, yeah, so obviously this first week, just a quick intro. And then next week, we anticipate trying to keep these to about an hour, from like 10 to 11 on those Fridays when we meet. But yeah, it is going to be just a discussion of the content, that we have been working on. So next week when we meet, we'll all have done section 1. But we'll then have a group discussion about it to make sure that whatever we're finding, some people may have found certain aspects more beneficial than others, and we can then try to just get as much out of this course as possible by doing it collaboratively as a RE/MAX family.
Jordan,
Yes.
I have a question. I logged into my account. I guess I had my account from last time, but I don't have access to anything. So is that because it was just an old account? So do I have to form a new account?
I will need to check with you individually. That's strange because I did it in 2020. I was on the one Slam from back then. So my account updated with the newer versions and erased all my progress. So I'm surprised. Yeah, I'll have to individually try to figure out.
I just log out, log into maybe a whole new account, because it's it's almost like it's not making me pointed to RE/MAX, so I don't get access to the free stuff or the.
Yeah, Christine over here in Fenton is having the same issue. But she was able to log in this morning and had access to everything. So I'm wondering if there's an issue on their end.
I think so, because I was in the 2020 and did the whole program, and it's not recognizing me either. It's just.
Yeah, so
And
we're contacting support for Christine over here.
So yeah,
Margaret, did you log in from the link on Jordan's Zoom? Because
Yes.
I was able to get in and reset my password, and then today I was able to get back into it today. Yesterday it was different. I looked like a unknown person, but today when I clicked in through the link, I reset the password and I'm on it.
Yeah, I've been doing the link and it doesn't allow me to, I did it yesterday and today and it's not
Yeah.
allowing me to.
So you should be able to submit a ticket to
Okay.
get help through Workman on that.
Thank you.
Yes, so Workman just had a big update in the past 10 months, so things might have gotten messed up with that update. So you submit a work ticket. Also, if you ever use the tech support through maxtech.me, they also know how to get to certain things. So there's 2 different versions of fixing it. If there's anybody from my office on here, just come see me and we can work through it together.
Thank you.
all right, so I mean, if there aren't any additional questions, concerns, thoughts, I really am grateful to see all the participation that we have at this point, and hope to see you all next week, and then from then on every other week. And obviously, yeah, Rob, Autumn, and I are here for whatever support you need with it in the interim. So yeah, until next time, I hope everybody takes care and stay safe.
Thanks for logging on.
And Rob, we have a meeting at 11:30. Are we still on, or you can send me?
We are still on, yeah. I will be sending you a Zoom
Okay, good.
link individually.